Okay, what's up? So I'm reading the book Swagger by Jimmy Johnson. As you know, he was the former coach of the Miami Hurricanes, and then the Dallas Cowboys took him to the Super Bowl, built a great team with Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and all those guys. Chapter 2 of his book, Jimmy talks about the chapter, I believe, is called Swagger, and he talks really about his coaching style, his philosophy. He says that a lot of coaches in his day came from the era of, for example, if a player scored a touchdown, a lot of coaches back then preached like just take the ball and hand it to the official, and he called that the act like you've been there mentality. No celebrating, none of that stuff. He said he didn't want guys like that. He said that the guys that he recruited didn't come from environments like that. He wanted them to be loud. He wanted them to be proud. He wanted them to dance. He wanted them to shout. He wanted them to scream. He wanted them to celebrate. He wanted them to talk trash. And he said he recruited those type of guys. He said he never believed in the act like you've been there philosophy. He said he wanted guys that, he wanted that guys. It ended up being called swagger. In the chapter, he talks about how critics were saying like, how could they can't believe that Jimmy would just sit around and allow these guys to, after they're beating people by 60 points or 50 points to celebrate, spike the ball, do dances, whatever it is, talk trash. He says, people were saying he just sat around and let them do it. He says, no, I wasn't sitting around letting him do it. I actually encouraged them to do it. I wanted guys like that. And he said he wanted his guys to tell the other team we're going to kick your butt, and then follow it up by backing up by actually doing it. He said when he was coaching the Miami Dolphins, when he was coaching the Dallas Cowboys, one of the things he would look at when he was recruiting a player is he would ask himself, could this guy that I'm recruiting to play for the Cowboys, would he be a Miami Hurricanes type of guy? And if he was, he had a good chance of becoming a Cowboy, because those are the type of guys he wanted. Was the loud, the proud, the arrogant. But he said discipline. He said he still believed in discipline though, like, not jumping off sides, not penalties, things like that. But as far as their playing and the way they behaved, he said that a lot of his guys that he recruited came from environments like that, where that was the norm. Taking the ball back to the official and handing it to the official, act like you've been there mentality. He said that was born in small towns. And some of the teams had that mentality, and that wasn't his approach. That wasn't how he was, and he never believed in that. So that's what the chapter 2 was about, and it was called Swagger. Thanks. Peace.